Hello friends, welcome back again to another stock analysis video. So today we're going to look at a very young company in the finance space. So it's called Home First Finance Company. Now this company has been recently started, and it looks really interesting because of the profile of the company profile that I was looking at. Now there's not much information available on screen.in regarding the fundamentals, but let's see actually what the company is doing in terms of sales, and profits. So as usual, we look at two different parts. The first is fundamental analysis, and the next is technical analysis, so that you get a full view of what the company is from from what the company does, from that kind of a view, and also you get a short analysis from the price perspective, what the price is actually doing, and what is the trend of the stock and all that. So let's get in the fundamental analysis. So this company, as I said, is a very young company. So it was formed recently, and what they're trying to do is they're trying to change the way financing is being done in India. Right? Now, traditionally, you have to go to a bank and you have to apply for a loan, you have to submit papers and all that. And ICICI Bank, HDFC Bank has been doing that for many years. They've been trying to change the way, but still these big banks have some kind of friction in this process, and they're trying to improve. But new age companies have a different way of thinking, and they don't have really barriers. And I feel that these companies can actually change the way some things are done traditionally. So this company is trying to do that. They're trying to change the way home loans are given, or even personal loans for students, any kinds of loans in the market. So they're trying to make it as much as simple as possible, with less paperwork, trying to do everything online and trying to disperse the loan as soon as possible. So that's from a company perspective. Now, just looking at what the company itself is doing, and how the company is performing, right? So the ROC is around 9%, ROE is around 8.66%, and the company is, a small cap company around 5,000 crores. Now, just looking at the competitors, we all know HDFC Bank and all that, but here, so this is in the, the loan space, right? So you have Bajaj Finance, Bajaj Finserv, SBI Cards, Muthoot Finance and Bajaj Holdings. So SBI Cards and HDFC AMC are not in the space; they are in the investment space. But if you look here, now this company is, it's a very small company, and it's not doing that great from ROE, ROC perspective. It's kind of doing just like how other companies are doing right now. We are not going to look at SBI Cards and AMC because they are not from the space; they are from the investment space. Otherwise, if you compare, Cholamandalam Finance or Muthoot Finance, Bajaj Holdings, they all doing a similar kind of ROC, right? Now that's the first thing that I'm looking at. But the interesting point to note is the quarter-on-quarter sales. While other companies have not doing that great, this company has been able to, increase its quarter-on-quarter sales by almost 21%. Now that's something very interesting to note. Now some people might say this is a base effect. It's a small company. It's growing. Yes, I definitely agree. But also the small companies are the ones which give you a tremendous potential in terms of stock growth, because you never know the strategy. They might really take some really good decisions which might change the way companies are run, right, or the way loan financing is done. Now, not the old companies don't have that kind of flexibility, and that's why you always have to look at small and mid cap companies in a bull run, which can help you make quick money, right? Now, if you look at the sales growth, they have grown from 108, 106 to 132 crores, right? That's a very good jump. And the operating margins, obviously, this industry itself is very cash rich. So 72% operating margins, 43% profits. And here is what you have to look at: last 2 year performance. Now they've been doing 100 crore sales, and last 2 years they've been doing 400 crore sales. Now that's really interesting, right? And if you see profits also, they've touched 100 crore profit. Now that's really good signs, right? A sales growth of 49% CAGR, profit growth of 58% CAGR. So everything looks fantastic. Now, whether this performance will continue in the future is something that you can always question. But for now, I don't see a problem in this company. And the promoters hold a very minor stake. DIs are holding a very big stake. Let's look at which DIs are holding. So you see Orange Globe Investments are holding a big stake, and then Public is holding an 11% stake. So this is actually a good sign. The DIs have invested a lot of money. Promoters have sold off some of the stake, so 33% stake. Again, nothing to worry. Okay, so this is my fundamental view. Now, jumping into the technical analysis. Now, I'm trying to keep everything simple so that you just look at what you have to look at. These simple things, if you look, it's more than enough, right? You will really spot some problems with companies which the sales is decreasing or profits are decreasing, and you might want to avoid such companies. Right now, let's jump into the technical analysis. Now, this is a chart since it was listed, right? Since it's listed, probably listed at a very massive gain. I'm not sure why, but the stock is kind of, went into profit booking mode, and it has been consolidating since the Feb of this year, and it's just been going sideways, and it formed a beautiful left shoulder, head, and now right shoulder breakout. And the volumes in the last 3 days have been really good, and it is attempting to make all-time high. The only problem I see is it should cross around that IPO high, right? But for now, I see it's broken out from an inverse head and shoulder pattern, and our stop would probably be around 520, which is this swing low around here. Now that's not a very big stop, so that's around 100 point stop or 80 point stop. The stock right now is at 600, so that's 80 point stop, right? So that's around 13% stop loss. But the targets that I'm looking at is right now at 600, so probably we're going to do a 750 or even 1000 in the long run. So that's what I'm looking at this stock as a potential target, right? So that's my view, guys, for Home First Finance Company. If you are considering this stock as a good stock, and if you like my analysis, do hit the like button and let me know in the comment section if you're investing in this stock or not. And do share this with your friends, and don't miss to subscribe to the weekly newsletter. Right, that's where I share 4 strong stock ideas every week, along with a beautiful educational series for beginners to learn how to invest in a very systematic way. Thank you again.